Did it again. I was on mute. Let's start this bad boy again. Welcome to Down in the Den After Dark, aka AD Live. We're on the skeleton crew tonight, but we got the MVPs here, this podcast game. I'm here with my partner in crime, my brother, Kyle Jones. What's up, brother? How you doing today?
What's up? What's up? Feeling good, ready to get this show started.
Yes, sir. Guys, you know the name of the game. This is not our show, it's your show. So we want full interactivity. If you got a comment, leave a comment. If you want to be on and talk with us, let me know. We'll send you the link. This is a show for the people, by the people. And shout out to our compatriots, our AD crew, Big Gerald, Short Man, King Petty. They may or may not be on later tonight, but we got a whole bunch of good content for you. And of course, I haven't introduced myself. It's your boy Mars, aka Marlon Beardo, the bearded weirdo, the Celerosa Casanova, and the Shud Knight of the podcast game, man. It's the end of the year, man, and the shit keeps turning, man. We've got some good stories. But before we get into that, man, what's been going on, man? What's been going on in the cow world? We got some new sports content coming soon, right?
Yes, we do. I'm hoping tomorrow. Draymond Green just got suspended indefinitely, so we got to talk about that. The Cowboys, we got a lot of news dropping, man. Ohtani contract, we got to put some stuff out, man.
Yeah, man, we're gonna give you all that content, man. It's been some good stuff in sports world, especially Gerald. I think we had a lot of signings in WWE. He might need to join CM Punk and come to WWE. I don't want to buzz on the story because we have some other stuff, but man, that punch, what's wrong with him, yo?
I think he need help, man. Like, at first I thought it was just his personality, but something's mentally just not there with him.
There was like no reason for him to swing that wild. Like he really could have like broke that dude's orbital bone or something. Is he that tough? Because I mean, I know he big, but like they big too. Why is everyone so scared of this dude?
I don't know. I mean, I guess like they said, you got to plan until you get hit. So I don't know. It seems like once they feel that punch, nobody want to get hit like that.
I know Poole. He sent Poole all across to the East Coast with that uppercut. So you know what? You can hit me though. I'll take the check. Mars Media will never be bigger. So Draymond, I want all the smoke until he show up. I've seen your show. I'm like, oh shit. All right, man. So let's get into the first topic, man. They're on again. They're off again. They're on again. They're off again. I mean, I guess he's offset for a reason because he stays on and off again. She comes out and says it's officially over. This is after news that he apparently had an affair with our favorite other it girl, Krishan Rock. Are we sick of this, man? What do you think about this whole Offset Cardi B announcing that she's single again for the 15th time?
I feel like you. I don't care. I can't see her being single. She couldn't handle a dude that treated her right. Like she thrives off of being toxic. Ever since Love and Hip Hop, like it's just some women that's what they like. Love to them is a guy being, toxic to them, talking to them any type of way, disrespecting them, just any type of attention that they can get. It's obvious that she's just that type of chick. I mean, she had her pick of the litter. She chose Offset out of everybody you could have chose. Like you see the stuff that he rapped about. I mean, you see his lifestyle, and then I don't know. You got what I ain't gonna say what you deserve, but
no, you got what you paid for. If you order a large pizza with pepperoni and you get a large pizza with pepperoni, why are you mad? I thought this pepperoni was gonna turn to supreme. Nah, you ordered a pepperoni. Like he's clearly not a loyal thing. And we've talked about this on previous episodes and cheating. Some people just gonna cheat. And unfortunately, the reality is most people are as loyal, and I didn't say most men, most people are as loyal as their options. And that's really just the case. Like, even if they have other, and with men, I think we're more calculated. We may be able to get way different women, better looking women, whatever. But then we're like, is this move going to be a better move, at the end of the day? And women, I think sometimes when they cheat, they always cheat willy nilly. They're like, I'm just upset that I'm not getting enough attention, so I slept with the pool boy or something. And it's
like bum dude.
It's always a bum dude. Like, it's just the way it is. And with her, like, we know for at least, because she beat some chicks up with a bottle because he was cheating so much. Like, somebody that's making you go through that is not healthy. So she hopefully she'll learn. Maybe she'll get her a nice IT representative and settle down and treat her like a queen. But I'm sure there's another rapper that we'll see in her near future. But I agree with you, Kyle. You order a pizza and you get a pizza. Don't get mad because it's a pizza.
I think that's all I got on that. Like I said, don't surprise me. She's addicted to being toxic. She got what she deserves. She's gonna pick another toxic person. She's just toxic. He's toxic. Toxic people love to be together, and they don't want to see with nobody else. That's how toxic they are. They probably don't even love each other to want to see them even happy with anybody else and have happiness. Like, if he can't be with her, she probably won't want to be with nobody else, and vice versa. That's just how that's gonna go. And those two people brought a kid in the world.
Yeah, a couple of them actually. Now that I think about it, so that toxicity will go on for another couple of generations. So we appreciate the ratchetness, and I'm sure 50 years from now we'll be watching them on a reality show doing something. Remember when we used to be rappers? We're back together with our 15th kid. So now we're gonna go on, and that's enough of Cardi B. But our next topic, R. Kelly may not be the only creep in music. I stumbled across this young lady, and let me see if I can give her shout out. We've been talking about Diddy. They're trying to get on to Jay-Z. I'm not going to let them do that. But it seems like everybody in Hollywood is just coming out freak offs, sex trafficking. Like, I don't know if we can listen to music anymore from the 90s. But this young lady, I saw her on Instagram, and hopefully I'll reach out to her and get her on the show. Let me give her a proper credit. Hold on one moment. I'm trying to be cool for y'all, but I ain't got no glasses on, so y'all don't realize how blind your boy really is. But she discovered all of these lyrics from some hip hop classics from the 80s and 90s where people are just, some of your favorite artists are just being creeps to you. Like, damn, we thought R. Kelly was obvious with Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. So I don't know if you guys recognize any of these songs. If you're not, check them out. Let us know in the comments. But her name is
Backstage, underage, adolescent. How you doing? Fine. She replied, high side. I like to do the wild thing. Action took place. Hey, count away. Come on. Don't forget the day start.
Shit. Damn it, DeVoe. Damn it, Bell. Damn it, Biv. Damn it, New Edition. And y'all can see her name on the screen. I couldn't read it with my eyes, but shout out to the young lady for curating this. I've heard this song a million times, and I never noticed that he said underage. And then if he didn't think that was enough, he came around with the adolescent. I'm like, do you know how young an adolescent is? He didn't say a 18-year-old. He said an adolescent, a prepubescent. God damn, man.
Like you said, you listen to it a million times. Me too, and I think a million times is where I'm going to stop at. I can't listen to that no more. And I love that song, man. I'm still in shock. I feel like John. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't know. I mean, that's crazy. I don't know.
it blew me away. And she has over, I think she's got like 30 songs. I just clipped a few from some artists that we know. And I'm like you, huge New Edition fan. We were already talking about the residency in Vegas and being excited. And I'm like, damn. And this wasn't like when they were little New Edition. This is Belle Biv DeVoe. They were grown ass men, like 24, 25. This wasn't Cool It Now New Edition. This was like grown ass New Edition. And shit, like nobody in the studio was like, hey man, something about that bar. I don't think we should record this and release it. But oh wait, there's more.
Tina got a big old butt. I know I told you I'd be true, but Tina got a big old butt, so I'm leaving you. I went to the high school about 3 o'clock to try to catch a cutie, ride my jock, my homeboy's Jeep, the system blasting, cold 40 dogs, smiling and laughing, girls all over, the kind I adore. I felt like a kid in a candy store. That's when.
God damn, Uncle L. What kind of uncle? Please, I don't want no smoke, Uncle L. I know I heard he knocked out Jamie Foxx, but damn. He said by the high school kid in the candy store.
It make you I don't begin to make you think like why a lot of people didn't speak out against R. Kelly. Like he may have some bullets in the chamber if they come after him.
R. Kelly might be the most rock solid criminal because it sounds like he could have took a lot of people down with him. Like we might have to free the R because I think all of our favorite artists, but it's not just the twos. You hear she's a voiceover queen, one of the top women MCs of all time. Let's check out MC.
All right.
R. Shelley in the house. You know, I used to think, guys lie. And the most common story I heard growing up when guys would talk about, oh, when did you lose your virginity, was the babysitter story. It was at least one guy in every class. Oh, yeah, I was 11 and my babysitter. And I used to, as a young kid and even as an adult, I was like, man, wait, these babysitters didn't exist. And now MC Light, she's the voiceover queen. She said, I like little boys. The first line, I like little boys, shape them, mold them. That's grooming.
Yeah, it's almost like she's telling a story about something that happened. Like
yeah, no, that seemed it didn't seem like a lot of imagination was put in that. She was just like, this is what I did Wednesday, and they recorded it, and it just happened to rhyme. Somebody was like, oh shit, that's a hit. God,
it was me, y'all. Let me go ahead and pull Cassie and play this money. It was me that MC Light was talking about in the song.
Put up a fight.
I missed that part.
Oh shit.
He said, I think this ain't right. And she's still like, we're gonna do
it. She's like, word, you know what's right? Take them off.
I mean, that rough voice and all of that, man. I feel bad for him.
Yeah, she got that New York accent. She's running like, take off your drawers. Yeah. He's like, no, I just want to do my homework. I say, take off your drawers. Yeah. Oh man. So that shit was funny to me. Not funny, kind of creepy. But I mean, how much? And this isn't even talking about rock. You know, rock and roll was really bad with it. You know, they had this song. She's only 17, and they were. I mean, ton of artists. But I'm like, damn, like I am not by any means like co-signing that because I feel taking a child's innocence is horrible. But I'm like, maybe we need to start having some reality checks when we start talking about these people like Diddy and talking about R. Kelly, all this stuff, because it's from the sounds of it, 99% of your music artists have been creeps. And then some of y'all might need to look at the age gap in your parents.
Yeah.
You know, and start doing some math. You know, if your dad was 20 and your mom was 17, there might be some issues here. So I don't know. But it sounds like a lot of people. You remember we're in a Navy town. You remember the high schools was filled with Navy dudes, and they're probably like your admiral now. But in 1998, he was in a Suzuki Sidekick at Bethel High School.
I wish people would take this much time to do research on the pedos and their families. Like, y'all be going out to Diddy and researching all his information. Y'all got uncles and everybody that touched on everybody in the family. Y'all just act like it ain't even happened, but y'all got all this smoke for Diddy, for all these rappers that put stuff in songs. Like, focus on the stuff that's important.
Like, not only act like it didn't happen, but be serving them at Thanksgiving, knowing
it still be like hugging them and then putting and sending their kids around them too. Like, oh, right. JoJo, knowing he done touched everybody.
Uncle touching stuff, and you wonder why your kid come out all messed up. You took him to the same uncle that showed you. All right, that's enough for the pedos. But yeah, you know, maybe a little less judgment out there because it sounds like your favorite rapper's favorite rapper might be having some charge put on them real soon. So now it's time for the main event. Oh man, Jonathan Majors, Grace Jabari. For those who don't know, and then I'll let Alvin take it away. For those of you who don't know who Jonathan Majors is, he was Hollywood's It Boy till about March of this year. Creed 3 was topping the charts. He had been cast as Kane, the new big bad in the MCU. He had that Western that Jay-Z produced on Netflix. He did a movie. Yeah, that was him. Harder They Fall, I think. He had that movie, which was a great movie, by the way. Him, Lakeith Stanfield, ZZ Beats, Idris Elba, dope-ass movie. If you haven't checked it out, Black Cowboys was dope. He had some other movies coming out. I think he had an airplane pilot movie or whatever that he was in. And he did a movie with Chadwick Boseman. He had that show on
HBO.
Yeah, that was pretty good too. Either way, he was Hollywood's It Boy. It seemed like he could do no wrong. He was just knocking it out the box. And then all of a sudden, on a cold March night in New York, he gets arrested for strangulation, abuse, and it seemed like it was over. He got dropped from a lot of ads. They indefinitely shelved some movies that he was doing, some other projects that he had signed on. He got dropped. The one company that wouldn't necessarily stuck by with them, but just kind of said, hey, we're going to see how this pans out, was Disney. And I think that's partly because the next 2 Avengers movies is about his particular character. So it's really hard. They've already announced these movies. They really have to wait until it sticks out. And at first I was like, damn, another talented actor with demons. But then more and more details started coming out to where it seemed like, I don't know if he necessarily did this. And his attorneys the whole time have been saying he's innocent. He's the one that was assaulted. And now the trial has started. After this happened in March, we're now in December. The trial has started. They're expected the trial to last about a week. And of course, with media today, some super leaks have come out. So I'm going to play for you these links, these clips, and then we're going to talk about it and what you think about, like, why is this even going to trial? Is this a race issue? Because, you know, we got to play that card too, or at least talk about it. But I'm going to play a couple of clips. And first, we're going to show the actual fight. Today, this leaked. Ironically, it leaked today. Perfect timing. And I hope you guys can see it. There's no volume here, but run, Forrest, run, Forrest, run.
Damn. What and what's his Avenger character again? He's like
he's Kang the Conqueror, but he look like the Flash right now. And she's chasing after him like Terminator 2, like she is on it.
Like Thor. It gotta be cold too, because he got a whole like jacket on and she ain't got nothing on. Yeah, he's in that city. He's still running.
Oh, he just ran by me. Oh shit, he's still running. So this checks out to what he said. The whole backstory, fellas, you got to be careful with your phones. The do not disturb could be your friend. I'm not saying anything, but she sees a text comes up on his phone that says, "I wish I was kissing you." Well, that's probably not your grandma. So obviously she goes for his phone. She says that he pried the phone from her, choked her, broke her finger, cut her ear. Although she had no wounds, no broken finger. He says, yes, the text came over. She tried to take his phone. He said, "Let me out the car." And she chased him. That's what his story was the whole time. And she was like, "No, that never happened." Well, damn it. Now the footage is leaked. Everything he said. And this man has had ads taken away. He's had his career dangled. His agency was dropping. And we're so damn quick. Like, I almost wish that none of this stuff was allowed to come public until after the trial is over. Like if you get arrested, the Freedom of Information Act should take place after the trial, because so many people lose their lives for stuff. And in this situation, it looks like he's super innocent and he's lost so much shit from this. But I got one more clip and then we're going to talk about it. Now, this is some audio, and it's always weird when people are recording each other in their own private lives. I think that's kind of strange. But anyway, this is some audio from him basically saying she seems to be a bit of a party girl. And basically he needs a good woman to support him, but not just any woman. He wants her to be like some specific women. So listen to this clip.
Do you really?
Yes.
Then how dare you come home drunk and disturb the peace of our house when we have a plan? I would like to get to the point where your friends know what job I'm on and go, "I think Grace is gonna be out of commission." You know what I mean?
Yeah, I won't.
No. Do you understand that? Because that team, that unit, right? Grace has to be in a certain mindset to support Coretta Scott King. You know who that is? That's Martin Luther King's wife. Michelle Obama, Barack Obama's wife.
I know. I'm not. I shouldn't have gone out. I'm
No,
sorry.
let me just lay it out for you, right? If I'm just gonna say this. My temper, my shit, my trauma, blah, all that said, right? And I'm not saying I'm a great man. A great man. I am doing great things, not just for me, but for my culture and for the world. That is actually the position I'm in. That's real. I'm not being a dick about it. I didn't ask for it. I've worked, and that's the situation. The woman that supports me, that I support, that needs to be a great woman and make sacrifices the way that man is making for her and for them ultimately. Last night, 2 nights ago, you did not do that. You did not do that.
I'm sorry.
Which took away from the plan. And the plan is everything. If it was just you in the house drunk, maybe I could have swallowed it. Or I would have felt bold enough like, oh, babe, let's just go to bed. Which I said, I'm just going to go to bed. I'm not hungry, blah, 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 blah. Because Grace isn't here. Why? She was drunk. Why else? She was clogged by whatever was going on. You know what I mean? Fine, I can take that.
All right. He compared this to a lot of women, but she's definitely missing one specific quality about the women.
Probably the most important part.
Probably the most. In case you guys don't know who I'm talking about, that's correct. That's Coretta Scott King he's referring to. The Michelle Obama that he's referring to.
Oh,
he's a great man. He's a great man. I'm not being a dick about it. Sounds like he might be a dick, but what do you got, bro, man? What do you think about this whole ordeal?
What
a lot of levels.
How did he know that Michelle Obama or Coretta Scott King were like, they don't get on their husband nerves? Like, we just know what they show us like on the surface when we're out. Like, Michelle may be the most ratchet person that's on earth. We'll never know. And who wants to be like Michelle Obama? I love her to death. I see no women out here acting like Michelle Obama. Like, she can't twerk. She can't go out and get drunk. She can't do anything. She just has to come out every time, be the perfect wife, go back home, be around the kids. She can't make any mistakes. She can't wear anything revealing. She can't show off her body like the average woman can do. Who wants to be Michelle Obama and Coretta Scott King? Like, what is he Martin Luther King? Like, who would be?
He said he's a great man. He's made 3 mediocre movies, and he said he's a great, no offense, but Quantum Mania sucked, bro. I'm sorry. If you was a great man, you would have saw that script and said.
Can you answer something? I'm so tired of hearing people say this. What is for the culture? What does that mean?
The culture is code for black folk. I hate to bring it out. They say the culture, but it's clearly just code for black folk. And once again, phenomenal actor. I will give him that. But a great man, like, there's still poverty, right? There's still like education issues and financial literacy issues and stuff. You've made 3 mediocre movies and was in a couple of episodes of Loki. I don't think that necessarily makes you a great man. Maybe he's expecting a little too much. Like, you want the cute party British girl, but then you're upset because she does cute party British girl stuff. She's like 20-something years old, and he's like 34. If you want a Michelle Obama, there's plenty of HBCUs. You could have went there, got you the Miss Texas State University or whatever, and she would have been happy to play that role. But instead,
like that girl from that movie with Eminem from 8 Mile, that Brittany Murphy.
God, Brittany Murphy, rest in peace, Brittany Murphy.
Oh, God damn, my bad, Brittany. It's funny. I don't know. It's always, and I have nothing against it. Cool, whatever. Like, your prerogative. It's always like the pro-black people and all this and that always go out and get the other color. I don't have anything against it. It's just funny to me. Like, I'm this and I'm this for the culture, whatever. But then I'm gonna have you, who probably don't really know anything about my culture, but I want you to model yourself after this person that's in my culture. That's like if she says, I want you to be, I don't know, what's it, Idris Elba, whatever, however you say his name, or Simon Cowell or somebody from her culture. Like, it's 2 different cultures. Like, let the girl, be who she is, and you be who you are. Like you said, you know what you signed up for. If I said it about Cardi, I gotta say it about him. You know what you signed up for. I don't feel sorry for you. You got a younger girl who probably still doesn't really know how to handle her emotions yet, especially when she get her feelings hurt. So the only thing she know right now is to act out, or to get physical. Maybe she hasn't learned how to walk away yet, and he's at a stage in life that he does that. So those are things you got to think about when you get with somebody that's that younger than you.
Yeah, and it's not just the age thing, it's a mentality. I say all the time, like people call it red flags. I just call it observing. You can tell the nature of people, and then you have to actively make the decision: do I want this person in my life, or do I want them in my life for this specific reason? Like maybe they're cool to party with and be friends with, but maybe I shouldn't try to build a family with this person, or maybe this person is a great would be a great mother and a great wife and a great life partner, but I'm not ready to get married yet. Like you have to know where you're at in life and get the people that join in your life. You can't take everyone with you, and it's not this. I think Neil deGrasse Tyson was talking about how people in your life are like rockets. Like sometimes they'll boost you up, but then when the rocket goes, it gets rid of those boosters because they can't stand the elevation. Everybody can't go with you where you're going, and it doesn't mean they're bad people. But for him to try to literally, it felt like he was like chastising her in the audio. Now, I don't believe he hit her because clearly the way he was running, it was like, Heifer, leave me alone. He knew that was probably Megan Good, who's his current girlfriend, that was texting him. That's probably why he was so happy, because he was like, you got to go. I got Megan Good.
But I mean, all right. So I mean, we saw that obviously she went after him. Who was running that far? I mean, he ran. I mean, even Tina Turner ran a shorter distance when she ran away from Ike to get to that hotel. Like the hotel was like right there. She ran to it. She went inside. She got help. This dude ran all the way across the city, across city limits to another city. Like he couldn't find help nowhere. He couldn't find an Uber. He couldn't find like one of those scooters that you can rent and hop on real quick. Like I just think he was kind of extra at the time.
I mean, he's an actor, so they're dramatic. But I tell you what, I commend my man's cardio, because if that was me, that would have been a real short video. You would have seen me get out the car, and I'd be like, "Ooh, my knee!" Woo.
I would have stepped down at the curb a block away. Like she could have at the light.
And that cold air hit your lung. I'd have been having an asthma attack. I'd have been sitting. Oh man. But and what do you think about also his attorneys mentioned that there was some clear racial bias? Because when they first came over, here's another thing why I know he didn't do it. Black people, particularly black men, really don't like to call the cops unless it's really necessary. Because we know that even if it's our house being broken into, if the house is nice enough and they see us first, they'll be like, get down on the ground. You be like, no.
Like I made the call.
I'm the victim. Pow, 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 pow. So you saw Megan Thee Stallion. She got shot. She was like, I stepped on some glass. She didn't want this. She didn't want the smoke. So when they said he called the police, I was like, he didn't beat her. No one's gonna smack their woman and then be like, yeah, officer, can you come over here? She's being very disorderly. So I knew he didn't. Not saying that he hasn't in the past, because obviously, but I'm talking about in this particular scenario. So the officer said, they played his attorneys played the race card earlier. They said these were some racist cops. They saw a successful kid. He probably recognized him, like, oh, I seen you in Ant-Man. And they tried to ruin his career. And it looks like they were having success until we realized it's 2023 and there's cameras everywhere. Because, I mean, they had more angles. I thought it was an action scene from the next Avengers movies at first. I was like, damn, he about to be mess Iron Man up. But what do you think about this racial bias and the fact that it even got that far? Because you think the cops could have pulled that footage right there before they made an arrest.
I don't like when that argument get brought up. It just seems like it's the easy, convenient thing to make. I don't feel like you can be both. I guess this is my issue. I ain't gonna say I got a issue with the argument being brought up. He went with the color that he went with, which I have no issue with. You gotta pick one, man. Either like that's what you're gonna do. You can't do that, and then when things go bad, all right, let me hop in back now. All right, black people, get behind me. I need y'all support. They're being racist against me. I feel like pick a struggle. Like either they're being racist against you, or they're not. But we we always see this a lot. I remember OJ, like Michael Jackson, you see this all the time where stuff will happen Kanye West. And then they'll hop back hard, they racist, do this and whatever. Like, where were you when you were at your height? Like you forgot about it. You wasn't like doing anything in the community. You were better than us. And then as soon as you get knocked down, it's like, well, get back behind me, y'all. And Bill Cosby. Like, it happens all the time. And I don't know.
This is us as the community. Come on back. I know you spit in our face, but come on back. You're absolutely right. I didn't even think of that element, but I'm so glad that you brought it up because it does indeed. Like Kanye, 03 Kanye was my guy more than any other rapper that I've heard. And I love hip hop music, but he was the rapper I connected with the most. He was middle class. He worked at retail. He didn't sell any drugs. He didn't have a lot of hoes. He just had like a couple of like good monogamous relationships, been in a car accident. Like, this was my guy. And like, we connected on so many levels. And as soon as he started getting money, soon as he started getting notoriety, soon as he started getting fame, soon as he started getting these doors open, he was like Balenciaga. I was like, how do you go from, I'm still wearing Ralph Lauren. You told me Ralph Lauren was hot. And then he's like Balenciaga, Louis Vuitton, and I'm going to the Paris fashion show, and I'm hanging out with, all the Donald Trump. And I'm like, damn, bro, how did college dropout Kanye essentially become, I don't know, like he became like a weird European elite. And then as soon as he got kicked down, then he's back with Ty Dolla $ign and say, "Oh, you wouldn't have worked with Ty Dolla $ign 5 years ago."
No, you're right, man. Like you said, we just see it all the time. So I don't feel sorry for him. Even if he didn't do that, I just hate that argument. It's like the oldest argument in the book now. As soon as something go wrong, like racist cops or whatever, I don't believe it. And also, while we on this, Mars, because I guess I'm trying to see a better point of view of what you're talking about in terms of like you wish that after court cases all this stuff can come out. Because I was arguing this 2 weeks ago about Diddy, and I've still been arguing this. I get that he has all this stuff against him and from what people said, but I haven't seen anything. So you mean to tell me that this dude right here that beat this chick, but the girl beat him, they pulled this off of street cameras, and we got all this years of evidence of people saying stuff about Diddy, and somebody can't show me one thing, but they can pull this off a street camera?
You got a valid point, and it goes to, who is the target and what is the reason for this to be brought up. I think he's fortunate that it happened in New York, that probably besides Las Vegas has the most cameras per capita than anywhere in the world. If he was like in West Virginia, it might have been a whole different story. He might have never made it out. But I do agree with you. It sounds like he was in Britain. He said, let me go ahead and sample this British elite. And it ended up backfiring on him. And now he's with Megan Good, and now he's pro-black, and now this and that. You dated a Karen. And once again, there's nothing wrong with dating a Karen. They make great potato salad. I personally like raisins. But where was the Coretta Scott Kings in the where you were going? You were talking about in that recording building a life with this woman. It sounded like it was pretty serious. He was talking about, this is the woman I need behind me. And not only were you clearly cheating, because that's one thing that both of the stories agree. Now you moved on, and now you're sitting there coming to court looking like Marvin Gaye, like all militant. And it's just really strange that wasn't where you went before. But I want to get him off because I'm a Marvel head, and he was dope as Kane. And I want to see Avengers 5, and I want him to be the bad guy in Avengers 5. But he definitely sounded like a dick. If anything, he may not be guilty of abuse, but he's definitely a dick. I'm a great man.
Well, I was about to say that. I promise you. I was like, me and you are probably like two of the cockiest people that I know.
Yeah.
And even I wouldn't talk like that behind closed doors to somebody else. Be like, I'm great and I'm this and I'm gonna need you to act like this because you see what I'm accomplishing and all of this. Like, dude, are you talking to you? Like, you know, you're talking to another person, right? Like, not just to yourself. That's kind of scary to me.
It's super scary when he said I'm doing, and then not only if he would have said I'm a great actor, I'll give you that. I could say I'm a great claim adjuster. I'm a great podcaster. These are things that you can prove. But to claim yourself as a great man and comparing yourself to President Obama and Martin Luther King, because that's what he did. If he's saying that she indirectly has to be Coretta Scott King, he's MLK, like you said. If she said, I'm like, bro, these are people that are in books and have stamps. You did Ant-Man. It's not the same. Like, I don't know. That's it, even if Chadwick Boseman said something like that, you'd be like, hey, at least you're the Black Panther. You're the bad guy. You ain't even the Black Panther. You're the bad guy, bro. You got beat up by ants. Look at her. She looks like Michael Jackson's daughter.
Oh, she do look like her.
Shout out to Paris. Oh man, well I think that's it, man. This was a light episode, man, but I do hope justice is served. I hate to see anyone innocent get thrown through it, and I've said my stuff about Diddy and I still do believe he did it, but I think at the end of the day, if the law is you have to have evidence proven, then let's stick with the law. And let's leave the court of public opinion out of the way. Because I guarantee you, if you start pulling up some of your coworkers' records, or if everybody's life got on Blu-ray special, you probably be a little bit embarrassed about some of the choices you made. I don't think it's too many people. I think I saw a question on Twitter the other day, and they said, would you like $1 billion or have your entire life played in front of your family and friends on DVD? And a lot of people was like, nah, man, I couldn't do that. I want my mom seeing some of the things I've done. With $1 billion, I'll buy a whole new family and friends. So y'all go ahead and tune in. It's going to be an interesting movie.
Like whoever got something to say won't get no money.
Exactly. They're going to be like, I like the way you did that. I saw that. But that is it, guys. We are out of time. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Replay, of course, at midnight. Cal, what we got coming out this week? We looking for a BTW for this weekend.
Yeah, be down, man. I want to get one out tomorrow night while it's fresh. Talk about Draymond and his $700 million contract they got deferred.
Yo, as a Dodgers fan, I like all the LA teams in Cincinnati. That's some dirty shit.
Yep.
That's like we need LeBron to. I wish the NBA could do that. Like, yeah, we're gonna still sign you for $50 million, but you only get $1 million this year, and then when you retire in 2 years, we'll give you the $49 million, and we could sign other free agents. That's changing the game.
Yep. It works.
That works, and I think he did it for 2034. He gets a bulk payment of like $680 million or something like that.
$68 million a year.
Yeah, but I'm talking about he gets a bulk payment because he's deferring because he's only taking $2 million.
Oh yeah.
These first 10 years or first 9 years, and then at the end of the contract he gets a balloon payment. So that leaves the cap where they can sign other great players. But I don't know, $2 million in LA. He's gonna be living in a dusty apartment because after taxes, that's about $700,000.
It's Shohei, so he probably got them endorsements from overseas.
True, that's just the money from the NBA. He definitely probably got like he probably like the Japanese Shaq over there. Like he's like Ichiro Pizza. And then Draymond. I can't wait to talk about that. So please tune in to Blow the Whistle Sports. I'm definitely down. It's gonna be some interesting topics. That man need help. That man then choked somebody out and gave somebody a damn I don't know, maybe he practicing for WWE because he gave him like Dusty Rhodes bionic elbow.
that had to hurt, man. Then he done knocked the teammate out. I just think the NBA stepped in because it's like
Golden State clearly wasn't doing anything. Golden State clearly, it might be time to cut bait with Draymond. And matter of fact, once again, I hate to get into sports. It might be time to break up the dynasty. I don't think they got another one in them, man. Clay looked like me out there the last couple of
weeks. They've tried, but they need to reload around him while he's still in his prime.
Well, Steph, I know you Golden State to your core, but if you change your mind, come to LA.
I would love it. I don't think it'll happen, but I would love to see him and Bron get like 2 years with each other.
At least 2 years. Steph got at least another 3 years. And the way LeBron looking, he got another 10 years. LeBron gonna be playing when his grandson played. A shout out to Bronny with his debut. He was on a minutes restriction, but he looked active out there.
Let me write that down too when you talk about that.
Definitely. And his other son debuted Bryce for Sierra Canyon, and they beat the team by 68 points. He was looking crazy out there. So LeBron might be playing with both of them, and some team gonna draft him to get. If you get Bron, it's crazy because LA, the Pelicans have LA's pick this year at 24, which is right around. That's a pick that if you can get LeBron with the 24th pick, you go ahead and pick his son. You know what I mean? So we might see. Maybe they'll do a trade package and get Fat Boy Zion in LA for LeBron or something. All right, but we'll be talking about that on Blow the Whistle Sports. We appreciate y'all for coming in and tuning in, chilling with the After Dark crew. For your boy Kyle Jones, for your boy Mars, for the rest of the AD crew, we appreciate y'all. We out this bitch. Deuces.